Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Kevin Owens posted a video in response to Sami Zayn, and it was a heartbreaking one. Stating that he wasn't doing good, he also made a big announcement for Elimination Chamber 2025. Both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will be heading back to their home country of Canada as Elimination Chamber 2025 takes place in Toronto. Earlier on SmackDown, Sami Zayn addressed Kevin Owens with a video from home, where he spoke about their history of betrayals and the inevitable clash they have ahead. In response, Kevin Owens admitted that he wasn't doing well, citing that his heart was broken by three men he considered brothers, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn. He then challenged Sami Zayn to a match at Elimination Chamber. "So you're not doing good, huh?" "I'm not doing good. Because in the last 6 months, I was stabbed in the back and had my heart broken by three guys I loved, three guys I considered brothers, three guys I would have taken a bullet for. Sami, now you talk about the pain you're in and how your neck's hurt? You have no idea. You don't know what real pain is. But I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you. You say you want to go again, me and you? That's perfect. Let's do that. I can't think of a better place than where it all started for us, in Canada. So cleared or not, I don't care. Toronto, Elimination Chamber, come find me. Then you'll know pain." One would think that such a match would happen at WrestleMania, but that may not be the case, not yet, anyway. Considering how Jey Uso and Gunther just recently had a clash at Saturday night's main event and will now be going at it again at WrestleMania, it's highly possible this is the direction. However, it's going to be interesting to see the feud between the two former best friends pan out in the near future. Speaking of Randy Orton, one has to wonder what his whereabouts are lately and whether the star will have a part to play in the feud. In a deeply emotional turn of events, WWE superstar Kevin Owens has released a heartfelt video addressing his fans and the wrestling community. In the video, Owens candidly shares his struggles, stating, "I'm not doing good," and goes on to make a significant announcement regarding his participation in the upcoming Elimination Chamber 2025 event. A decade of battles and triumphs. Kevin Owens, born Kevin Steen, has been a cornerstone of professional wrestling for over 2 decades. From his early days on the independent circuit to his meteoric rise in WWE, Owens has consistently delivered unforgettable performances. His debut on the main roster in 2015 was nothing short of spectacular, as he faced off against John Cena at the Elimination Chamber event on May 31, 2015. This match not only showcased Owens' immense talent but also solidified his position as a formidable force in WWE. Reflecting on that pivotal moment, Owens has previously expressed his desire to commemorate the 10-year anniversary of his match with Cena. In an interview, he mentioned, "I've noticed that May 31, 2025, which would be the 10th anniversary of our first match together at Elimination Chamber, is a Saturday night, which lends itself incredibly well to WWE events, and maybe even a PLE. Who knows?" This statement underscores Owens' deep appreciation for his journey and the milestones that have defined his career. The struggles behind the spotlight. Despite his professional successes, Owens' recent video reveals a man grappling with personal and professional challenges. His admission, "I'm not doing good," offers a rare glimpse into the vulnerabilities faced by performers who, despite their larger-than-life personas, are not immune to life's hardships. While Owens did not delve into specific details about his struggles, it's evident that the pressures of maintaining peak performance, coupled with personal issues, have taken a toll. The wrestling industry is known for its grueling schedules and physical demands, which can often lead to both physical and mental exhaustion. A heartfelt announcement. In the same video, Owens made a poignant announcement regarding his involvement in the upcoming Elimination Chamber 2025 event. Given the significance of the event in his career, this revelation has sent ripples throughout the wrestling community. The Elimination Chamber 2025 is slated to take place at the Rogers Centre in Toronto on March 1, 2025. This venue holds a special place in WWE history, having hosted monumental events like WrestleMania X8. The choice of location underscores WWE's commitment to bringing premier events to passionate fan bases worldwide. The road ahead. As the wrestling world processes Owens' heartfelt message, fans and fellow wrestlers alike have rallied in support. Social media platforms are abuzz with messages of encouragement, highlighting the profound impact Owens has had on the industry and its community. While the specifics of Owens' announcement regarding Elimination Chamber 2025 remain under wraps, one thing is certain: Kevin Owens' resilience and dedication to his craft will continue to inspire. As he navigates this challenging period, the unwavering support from the wrestling community serves as a testament to his enduring legacy. In times of adversity, it's the collective strength of a community that uplifts its members. Kevin Owens' openness about his struggles not only humanizes the larger-than-life persona but also fosters a deeper connection with fans worldwide. As the Elimination Chamber 2025 approaches, all eyes will be on Owens, eagerly anticipating his next move in this storied journey. When WWE's Kevin Owens betrayed widely hated his star nearly 8 years ago. 8 years ago, Kevin Owens betrayed a top name in one of WWE's most iconic TV segments. The latter, Chris Jericho, is currently the Raw World Champion and has formidable allies in the Tony Khan-led promotion. The Learning Tree joined forces with the Prize Fighter in 2016, an alliance that was seemingly strengthened after Owens won the WWE Universal Championship on the August 29 edition of Raw, as Jericho helped him retain the belt in his subsequent title defenses. The period saw Y2J do some of his best work, with his list of Jericho gimmick catapulting his popularity among live crowds in a noticeable way. Throughout the second half of 2016 and early 2017, Jericho and Owens continued associating as close friends and allies. However, this changed when Jericho accepted a Universal title challenge from Goldberg on behalf of Owens, which led to the latter betraying the Ayatollah of Rock and Roll. This unfolded on the February 13, 2017, episode of Monday Night Raw, on which the first-ever undisputed WWF/WWE champion hosted a festival of friendship for Kevin Owens. Unfortunately, the Universal Champion surprised Jericho by gifting him the list of KO and then viciously attacking him after the latter noticed he was the first name on said list. It had been nearly 8 years since one of the most shocking betrayals in professional wrestling. In an industry built on deception, swerves, and long-term storytelling, few moments resonated as deeply as Kevin Owens' cold-blooded betrayal of a man now widely despised in WWE. At the time, their alliance seemed unbreakable, a duo built on mutual respect, shared history, and a hunger for success. But as history had proven time and time again, in WWE, friendships were as fragile as championship reigns. The man Owens had stabbed in the back? A once beloved indie darling who had skyrocketed to prominence in WWE, only to crash and burn in WWE, where his attitude and backstage heat had made him one of the most disliked figures in modern wrestling. His fall from grace was undeniable, but the seeds of his downfall had been planted the night Kevin Owens betrayed him. And now, nearly a decade later, the wounds still hadn't healed. A brotherhood born in blood. To understand the magnitude of Owens' betrayal, one had to go back to 2015. The wrestling world was on fire with the influx of indie megastars into WWE, and Kevin Owens was at the forefront. Having debuted in NXT by powerbombing Sami Zayn, a man he had traveled the world with, Owens quickly cemented himself as a ruthless competitor willing to betray even his closest friends for success. But there was one man Owens hadn't turned on, yet. The futurist star, who we'll call X for now, was one of the few men Owens trusted. Their paths had crossed countless times in the independent circuit, and when WWE signed both of them, it felt like destiny. They were two workhorses, two men who had fought in bingo halls and tiny arenas across the globe, now ready to take over the biggest stage in wrestling. When X debuted in WWE, Owens was one of the first to welcome him. Unlike Sami Zayn, who Owens had turned on almost immediately, X seemed to be the exception. He and Owens had formed a mutual understanding, no matter what happened, they had each other's backs. That brotherhood, however, wouldn't last. The night it all went down. It was a cold December night, and WWE was hosting a major episode of Monday Night Raw. The night's main event was a tag team match, Kevin Owens and X vs Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. The match was a typical WWE TV main event, fast-paced, high energy, with interference from the Authority looming in the background. Owens and X worked in perfect harmony. They weren't just two top-tier wrestlers, they were a well-oiled machine. Their chemistry was undeniable, their teamwork impeccable. The crowd, though not fully behind X, still appreciated the duo's in-ring work. Then came the final moments of the match. With Ambrose down and Reigns groggy, X was poised to hit his finisher and secure the win. The crowd buzzed in anticipation. But just as X turned toward Reigns, something unexpected happened. Owens grabbed X by the back of his tights, spun him around, and leveled him with a thunderous pop-up powerbomb. The crowd gasped. Owens stood over his fallen partner, staring down at him with a cold, unfeeling gaze. The boos rained down, but Owens didn't flinch. He rolled out of the ring and backed up the ramp, leaving X lifeless in the center of the ring. Reigns, ever the opportunist, wasted no time. He delivered a devastating spear to X and pinned him for the 3 count. The bell rang, but the real story was Owens. He had just shattered a brotherhood that had survived the independent scene, survived NXT, and had, for a brief moment, looked unstoppable. The fallout, Owens' justification. The WWE Universe was stunned. Why had Owens done it? What had X done to deserve such betrayal? The following week on Raw, Kevin Owens stood in the middle of the ring with a microphone in hand. The audience was still reeling from his actions, and the chorus of boos was deafening. "You're all acting like you didn't see this coming," Owens sneered, adjusting his championship belt over his shoulder. "I don't do friends. I don't do brothers. I do what's best for Kevin Owens." He then turned his attention directly to X, who was watching from the backstage area. "I carried you," Owens continued. "Everywhere we went, whether it was in some indie promotion that no one remembers or right here in WWE, I carried you. You were dead weight, and I cut you loose. You should be thanking me." It was a brutal burial. Owens had not only physically destroyed X but had verbally dismantled him as well. And worst of all? The WWE Universe believed Owens. The decline of X. After the betrayal, X struggled. His stock plummeted. His once promising career in WWE turned into a series of disappointing losses, stop-and-start pushes, and ultimately, an unceremonious exit from the company. Where did he go? At first, it seemed like a fresh start. I welcomed X with open arms, touting him as one of WWE's biggest missed opportunities. But things quickly went south. His attitude backstage rubbed officials the wrong way. Reports of him being difficult to work with spread like wildfire. Fans, once excited to see him break free from WWE's system, turned on him when his performances failed to deliver. And then there was the elephant in the room. Kevin Owens' words had haunted him. Kevin was right, some fans started to say. Maybe X wasn't that good after all. It was the ultimate insult. Owens had broken him in WWE, and now, years later, X was breaking himself in him. 8 years later, a feud reignited? Fast forward to today. Kevin Owens is still in WWE, still thriving, still one of the most respected and feared competitors in the industry. X, meanwhile, has become one of the most despised figures in WWE. His once bright future has turned into an unending cycle of controversy and mediocrity. But now, rumors are swirling. Could X be on his way back to WWE? And if so, could we finally see a rematch between him and Kevin Owens? Owens, when asked about the possibility, smirked in a recent interview. X? The guy I dropped 8 years ago? The guy who's spent the last few years proving me right? Please. He's not worth my time. But deep down, Owens had to know, unfinished business always finds a way to resurface in WWE. And if X did return, revenge wouldn't just be on his mind. It would be his entire existence. Conclusion: a betrayal that changed everything. Kevin Owens' betrayal nearly 8 years ago wasn't just another wrestling storyline, it was a turning point in 2 careers. For Owens, it solidified his status as one of WWE's most ruthless competitors. For X, it was the beginning of the end. And now, with time having passed and the wounds still fresh, one question remains: does X have anything left to prove? Or was Kevin Owens right all along?